y'all know all the X's and O's, man. I'm just sitting at home watching. I don't like to get into that because I don't believe the game is really decided on the field.
Hey everyone, guess who's back? Kamish back here with another draft preview. This time we got Vladimir and Klenje in the international division. We definitely need some more international content. People outside North America. So, Vlad, if you have some friends or family that want to join, it'd be great to have some more international content. Of course, you're Dushan's brother, who's in Tier 1, who I have a ton of respect for. I have a ton of respect for you as well. And, you've just had too many years here in Tier 2. I think you have what it takes to get to Tier 1. I think your hang-up is, you got to make a trade or two, maybe near the deadline, to go all in, right? And if you notice, a lot of the teams that move up, they do that. They go all in. Yes, some fail. There's no doubt about it, and it makes the next year very uncomfortable. But I think also to get there, you need to make that trade. So I'm just going to share my screen now, and we'll get into your preview. All right. So you did set your keepers. Thanks for that, Vlad. I think you have potential to maybe dress some other guys, but who knows? Okay. So we'll get into it. Right now, you feel you're going to keep 3 running backs. Saquon Barkley on a new team in Philly, I think, and that new change is going to bring about some resurgence or new motivation. For me as a musician, I just bought a new guitar that re-inspired me, right, to get better. And looking at Saquon obviously going to a new team, that's probably going to inspire him to be better. And I know he's voiced in the media publicly how happy he's been with the change. Zach Moss, this guy did unbelievable for Indianapolis last year. Kind of came out of nowhere for the most part. I think he was on Buffalo before that. Now in Cincinnati, but will have competition from one of your other potential keepers as well. So it's kind of, who do you pick there, right? That's the tough part. Clearly looks like it could be a timeshare. Might not be, though. That's the thing. Javonte Williams, I think this one is a little bit maybe iffy. The offseason reports I've been reading so far have not been stellar on Javonte Williams. I'm hearing Jaleel McLaughlin's done really well in that running back room for Denver. But again, this is just all hearsay and media. And Javonte Williams very well could be the bell cow there, coming off injuries too, a year off injuries as well. So he should be a little bit more healthy. So it'd be interesting to see if that's the right keeper. You're going with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. I think that's obviously really good choice. Hurts is the dual threat quarterback. Seems to put up a lot of fantasy numbers, and that Philadelphia team is stacked. So I definitely feel Jalen Hurts is the right guy quarterback. Wide receiver, your lone wide receiver you got out of Seattle, it's DK Metcalf. Bit concerning on this one, considering Geno Smith and Sam Howell are the guys throwing the ball there. From what I've gathered so far in OTA, Sam Howell's been dreadful in Seattle, so it looks like it's going to be another year of Geno. And Geno, I guess you could say, did better than maybe Russell Wilson while he was there. So the DK Metcalf's great receiver, big guy, and he's a guy that definitely can produce. IDP, you're going with the boom sacks with TJ Watt, and I don't think that's a bad thing. TJ Watt does seem to control the game, puts up a lot of points at IDP with those sacks and pressures. And then other potential keepers, I think you got 3 guys here that you could look at as well. DeAndre Hopkins, I know they have Calvin Ridley there, but Hopkins is a great receiver still. I mean, this guy just knows how to get it done. Pratt Freiermuth, tight end. The offseason reports on this guy is he's had a really good OTA, really good offseason minicamp so far. And then Chase Brown, the Canadian, he's going to compete with Zach Moss. And if you look at what the experts are saying out there, it's either Moss or Brown. So it's like, who do you go with? And I think it's really just going to come down to your preference or gut feeling. Your draft picks, well, again, this is where I said, it's a bit of a ho-hum type of draft, all original picks. And like I say, too many years in Tier 2. You never made any trades. So all your picks are basically where they would land if we were going to just start up a draft. And your first pick will be the 10th pick. You finished 7th place last year. Good finish, made the playoffs, right? And I think as long as you make the playoffs, you have that shot to move up to Tier 1. But again, maybe a trade or two would have pushed you over the top. It's hard to say. But I still think you'll find a pretty good player at pick 10 to help with, obviously your team now. You may even want to watch some of these other tier 2 previews to see if anyone needs some guys like Chase Brown. Maybe you could sell him on the cheap, at least get an additional pick out of it, right? There's things like that you can do to help improve. But really, it's up to you. And of course, it's up to people getting back to you as well. Vlad, I just want to say it's a pleasure having you in the league. I've got respect for you and the bro. And, again, if you have some international recruits, please send them my way. We can definitely try to squeeze them into tier three maybe in a year. And, come draft day, sometimes there's always teams that flake. But good luck this year. Let's get you out of tier 2.